Yeah, all I can see is the Batman room and the hearts room for sure. But I think they also have one room that is like, do you know have you guys heard of BDSM before? Do you know BDSM or SM? Do you know what that is? Yeah, SM. Yes. So they have one room that is very SM. You know, it's got like whips, and you can like tie someone to a wall and stuff like that. So I think now looking at this picture, I think this is pretty interesting interior design. What do you guys think about this room? What do you guys? We can make it a little bigger, just to kind of talk about it a little bit. What do you think if you were kind of like, say again? Did someone say sorry? What is it? Say it again. No worries. We have to chat. What's up? Oh wait. What is it? Yes? Did you say yeah, it's ugly? So he said it's ugly. He said it. He was like, it's ugly, and then you were like, it's ugly, and then you were like, I mean, it's also. I didn't say anything. Is that what you said? So what is yeah? What's ugly about it? Let's talk about it. What do you not like about this room? Say again. Who?
Too pink.
It's too pink, right? Do you feel like just in general you think that much pink is too much pink, or do you think they could have put some other colors in there? For instance, they could have put more. There's a little bit of blue, but maybe like they could have put more blue or something, or you just think there's less pink, more other colors kind of thing. Yeah. So you like not too much of one color, like different colors playing with each other. So you guys, for sure, maybe in your class you've talked about like kind of like color opposites or colors that complement each other, like blue and red kind of are opposites of each other, and then I think it's orange and green or something like that is another opposite. So if you look up if you look up movie posters, you can just movie posters. So if you look at a bunch of movie posters, right, you'll find that like a very big majority of many movies that come out do this. They do like a red-blue contrast, or they do, I think, an orange-green. This is a good example of the orange-green contrast. They actually even have blue and red in there too. But let me see. See if we can find some. This one, I guess, is a good example of the orange and blue. This one's got a little bit of red and blue. I don't know, but at one point, I think it was like a year ago or 2 years ago, people were joking, right? There was kind of like a joke that all movie posters were kind of like orange and green or blue and red kind of thing. What are so yeah, like my thoughts when I think about good interior design is I think about that motel, or not, well, interesting. It's weird and funny and interesting. Are you also in the interior design department?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what examples have your teachers told you, or that you have found yourself that you thought was interesting or funny or good interior design? Some examples that we could look at and talk about. Do you know any buildings or places or hotels or banks? Yeah, in Taichung. A music place, like they play music, or like a museum, or
play music.
Do you know what it's called?
Yes.
So it's like a concert. It's like a. Is it this one? They mostly do, they don't do movies in this one, right? It's like stage and music performances.
Yeah.
So what do you guys like, or for instance, we'll start with you, what do you like about the interior design of this place? What do you think works very well?
I don't know what well, but I think it's good.
You just at the first look, you see it and it's very cool and it looks very good. I like the wavy patterns on the roof, right? So it's like they've got the curvy lines, but the light also works with the curvy lines, right? How do you say the light follows the lines and it kind of gives it texture, right? It's not how do you say? When we talk about flat versus gradient, like flat, maybe there's not a lot of definition or difference, right? So this one, it's not only sort of flat lines that change, but it's also there's a lot of what do you call it? Almost like a gradient, like it changes from light to dark and light to dark. There's like a light and a dim and stuff. So yeah, I kind of this hall looks good. It looks very nice. There's lots of light. What do you think about the colors? Is it too much of anything, or red is pretty popular, right?
Yeah.
It's not too pink.
No.
There's some orange in there. Right? Have any of you been here before?
Summer vacation I was so in the holiday I go to
You went to this place, and did you see any shows there?
no in the very short.
It was very. You went there for like a few minutes.
Yeah,
It wasn't
that's
for a
it.
show. Okay. What's your verdict? You were like, you're like ugly. What about this one? What do you think?
Huh?
What do you think about this one? Good, bad?
Good.
Good. Any other examples that you guys can think of like interior design?
Tiny house.
Tiny house, is that the one that's upside down? No, right?
No.
What's where is it in Taiwan? Tiny house?
No,
What is it
yes.
called? Or where is it? Is it just called tiny house?
Yes.
This one?
It is like this.
Oh. So is this for people to live in, or is it more like an art installation? This is for people to live in? These ones?
Yeah.
Have you seen these before?
Yes.
So all of you have seen these before, yes? Yes. So these are these are kind of examples that people use, right? They're kind of small little projects. That's cool. One thing maybe we can find to talk about, what do you guys prefer? If you guys had a tiny house like this, right? If you had it and you designed it and stuff, we can go through and vote. Would you put wheels on it or not? Right? So if you had a tiny house, would you put wheels on it?
I will put it because that makes my house can remove.
And you?
Yes.
Put some wheels on it? No wheels, yeah, no?